What's up, crew? My name is Jack, and yes, I am British. You may all be wondering, where is Stasi? Who even are you? Well, he actually hired me to sound like a text-to-speech person. So don't mind that fact. Anyways, today I will explain the FNAF lore. Definitely enjoy the video. Find a cozy place, get your snacks everyone, and get comfy, relax, and let's get straight into this. And please like and subscribe, it helps a lot. So basically we have a long video today. So let us get started, shall we? First off, to begin, I know you all think purple guy is William Afton, but you are wrong. It is actually Michael Afton. And William, listen guys. William became purple first by unknown reasons, and Michael Afton became purple not so long after. Throwing up what is now known as Enid. Just for your information, so William Afton was born in an unknown year, and always worked with his best friend, Henry Emily. We know that Henry Emily has one daughter named Charlotte, who later becomes the first ever unfortunate victim of William. Anyways, so one day, William and Henry decided to build a restaurant, but not just any restaurant, a restaurant with actual moving robot animals. Yeah, you heard me right. Anyways, they then started working on the building, including decorations, handling workers there, etc. William has 3 kids, Michael Afton, Elizabeth Afton, and Chris Afton. Anyways, they kept working, and in the year of 1974, they opened Fredbear's Family Diners doors for the first time, but the old building burned down in 1978. But not to worry. They then immediately started working on a new and improved place, and in 1979 the new and improved Fredbear's Family Diner was opened. But throughout the early 1980s, things got really bad for them. In the early 1980s, William decided to also open another pizzeria, inspired by his daughter, his second child Elizabeth Afton. But 2 tragedies occurred months apart, both in 1983. So, in order to understand the first one, you have to know this pretty important information. Michael Afton, the oldest child and older son of William Afton, was a bully to his younger brother Chris Afton, and his friends would sometimes play along when they were also around. But in an unknown month in 1983, it's pretty safe to say Michael took it too far this time. It was on Chris's 6th birthday party whenever it happened. Michael and his friends decided to pull a pretty risky prank on Michael's poor innocent brother. So they then put on costumes and then picked him up and forced him inside the robot Fredbear's jaw mechanism. Sadly, after a few seconds passed, the jaw malfunctioned and shut when Chris's head was forced into there. He was noticed by nearly everyone at the party and was almost immediately rushed to the hospital. He ended up in a coma for 6 days. Sadly, he did not make it, and Chris was pronounced dead. The restaurant was forced to temporarily close after that incident, and sadly, another tragedy happened shortly after. Just a few months later, still in 1983, one day, while William was working on Circus Baby's Pizza World, which was the name of that solo restaurant he made after his daughter, with his daughter there, but when he was not looking, she got too close to the unfinished Circus Baby robot, and then it scooped her in her stomach. William called the ambulance, but when they arrived at the underground restaurant, she was pronounced dead at the scene at only 8 years old. The restaurant was then never finished or worked on again. After that incident, then not too long later, yet again in that year, Fredbear's Family Diner closed for good. But in 1984 they made a new restaurant, being Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. Not too long later, William Afton lured 5 kids to the backstage and murdered them. None of them survived. Henry Emily later figured out about this. Then William Afton was banned by Henry from his own place. No arrests were made, oddly enough. That place was short-lived though. In 1985 Henry opened a new and improved Freddy's. But in 1986 William Afton managed to sneak in using a disguise, or what I think is a disguise, and lured and murdered 5 more kids. Later on in 1987, the security guard was found dead at around 6 a.m. Autopsy revealed that he died due to severe head trauma from the mangled robot. Then they opened another restaurant in 1993, and another kid there known as Cassidy was found dead there, believed to also be murdered by William. Around this time, William also for unnamed reasons murdered his wife. But also in 1993, William opened another place known as Fazbear's Freight, with a goal to scare any kids that go there. How evil. But not too long after that, William Afton was found in a hidden room in the building, deceased and laying on the ground, with a spring bonnie suit on with blood all over the floor. Autopsies revealed he died after the suit had a spring failure. Then also in 1993, Michael Afton, now an adult, started working as the new night guard at Freddy's under the name Henry Schmidt. Then later on, he got fired for destroying the robots with axe to try and end it once and for all. He later opened his own restaurant in the early 2000s, where later on the place burned down, and he died there due to severe burns. He was the only Afton child who survived until adulthood. Let's fast forward to 2021. A kid named Gregory gets lost in the new and improved mall that Henry Emily established. Now Emily is older and later escapes after destroying every robot there, except for Glamrock Freddy. Also Glamrock Bonnie was destroyed by the new robot known as Monty. Then a kid named Cassie, who was friends with Gregory, received a text saying he was stuck there again. She then went to rescue her and save her. After a long journey, it was successful. More FNAF lore coming soon. Anyways, that will wrap it up for now. Until a new FNAF game releases, goodbye you all. Fellow British person out.